Okay folks, this will be really, really tiny. It's really small. I don't know how it's going to look. It's very, 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 very fine and small. Let's see how we go. I think we have to use the dot matrix setting for this. No, the map. Map, not dot matrix, the map. You're going to have to really enlarge big time. Actually, I think my intuition's telling me to lighten it all away. And we're going to add some contrast. Okay, let's see what this is. And we just have to get a sheet of paper to put behind it. What is it? I had to put it on the windowsill to make it easier to see. It's a piece of mesh cloth, some kind of mesh, and we're interested mainly in this section. Looks really quite nice. Maybe wondering where this is going to, how we're going to place it on the glass of this photocopier. So I'm going to just line it up like on an angle like so. It's a tricky one, folks. Now I just have to play with the buttons and get myself a sheet of blank paper. I've got plenty of it. We're just going to place it on top of here. A bit challenging, folks. Scanner's made it sound again. Yeah, that looks interesting. You can at least see the mesh, the meshiness of it, and the moire, what they call the moire pattern. It's still got to go bigger, so we have to enlarge maybe a section out of that and make it into something more interesting. Maybe we're going to take it from 400, maybe make it around 200. So we're just going to take our meshy little original off. We're just going to throw it. It's probably just going with the recycle for now. We're not going to recycle it, of course, but I'll get around to that later. Now we're interested in maybe taking a section out of that. That's going to be a challenge, folks. Just going to line it up with that edge there. I don't know how this is going to look, folks. I just had an idea go through my head regarding this, that maybe we could do something a little bit more interesting, perhaps. And we've enlarged too much of it off. Looks shit house, to say the least. Maybe move it across. I do think we're going to do something different, folks. We're going to make it into a movement piece, because I do think this would look really nice while moving, and then this will make a more interesting pattern. So I'm going to move it, I'm going to distort it. So we're just going to distort this image. Don't know how that's going to look. Yeah, that looks really quite rhythmic. Now you can see these lovely colours coming into the scheme. So we're going to make this into a marble. I think we're going to marble this one. We're going to make a distorted image of a distorted image and keep going at it until we get something that we find desirable to make into a mirror image. So we're just going to put it on the glass. I'm going to spin it round. It's very hard controlling movement, folks, to making it the way you want it to look. It's a very hit and miss affair, you could say, but that's looking quite nice, actually. Actually, we might take off the enlargement now. We don't need to make it any larger than what it is. So now we're just going to make it A4 to A4, or 1 to 1, 100%. Yeah, that looks really quite nice, actually. I actually think we could perhaps, I was thinking we could stretch it, but I think maybe, I don't know. That looks really nice. It's got promise. It's got potential. I'm just trying to decide which piece we're going to run with. We're going to run with that. Going to make another movement, maybe. It's really difficult, but let's see how we go. And we've got a phone call coming in, and I can't answer it. I really hate it when we have a phone call and I'm in the middle of my demos. I don't even know who the fuck it is. It could be a scam artist. You just get those every now and then. But I really hate it when my phone rings and I'm caught in the middle of doing my work. It really pisses me, but people don't know. But sometimes you do get scams, and they're really annoying. Like, I've been scammed out of money before, and I just hate it. You know, I hate these people. They're just parasites that live off other people's misfortune of being scammed. You know, they ought to fucking be kicked in the guts for that. Now I'm shaking because I'm nervous, folks. I get high anxiety, folks. I think a lot of smart people do get high anxiety. We do get very anxious and worried about things easily than the average folk. It's not an easy thing to deal with. Trying to deal with the fear of things going wrong, and it really is. It's difficult, folks, dealing with the anxiety, and I get depressed as well, being alone and not having my partner Luigi by my side, and we're in the middle of a lockdown. We don't know how long it's going to take before the number of cases goes down, especially primarily the ones who have been infectious in the community. We've got to get that number down to 0, but we don't look like we're getting anywhere near that. Now, we just did this. Did I just show it? I think I forgot to. I do like some of these effects here. I do think maybe, I don't know which one I want to use. Which one I want to use to make our finished piece, and maybe there's a lot of good candidates for use here. I wonder But yeah, I just get anxious and I just get panicked. You know, sometimes I just get panic and I just can't deal with it. But I'm trying my best, folks. Once upon a time, I had something even worse than just anxiety and depression. I was afraid of death. That increased my sense of fear about things. And that was happening just over 10 years ago, and I overcame it just over 10 years ago. So there's one less thing I have to fear in life. I don't have to fear death. Hey, I'm on the demo. Yeah? You working? Yeah, I am. Can I just finish this demo? Huh? You want to see? Sorry, I'm in the middle of a demo. I can't. It'll cut the camera off. Sorry, folks. I'm in the middle of talking to someone, folks. You want to come in? It's okay. It's okay. Yes, I'm fine. I'll see you later. Thanks. Sorry. I just had one of my care workers come. I just caught her on camera, folks. I hope she's all right with that. That was her, one of my care workers. I don't know whether I should have caught her on camera. I just felt I had to, folks. I just felt I had to for a joke. So we're just going to finish off this piece. I normally see her, but I didn't know she was coming, and I'm really anxious now. Really anxious. It was her, obviously, that rang the phone. I do wish I didn't capture her on camera just for a joke. Yeah, I do wish I had have. I'm anxious, folks. I really am. I wish I had have let her. I wish I didn't put her on camera now. I really wish. I do hope if she sees this on social media, I hope she's flattered to be a part of my piece of demo work. I just get anxiety, folks, about shit. That's the person who was trying to call me, not a scam artist, obviously. But you just don't know who the person is on the end of the line if you don't know the phone number, if it hasn't got a name, a caller ID. I'm going to move this over a lot more. But basically I do get really anxious, and I'm really anxious now. If I hadn't known she was coming, I wouldn't have started my demo set. Yeah, that looks interesting. I do think maybe I'm having trouble getting it to look any good, and I was just distracted by that person. So wondering. I want to get rid of that void. I don't like that void. That looks ugly, so I'm going to get rid of it, folks. I do hope this piece of work I've done here becomes platinum. A platinum work, a platinum piece. I've got to try and see the positive in the negative, folks. I have to see the positives in the negatives, folks. I really do. I really want to see that whatever happens, folks, happens for a reason. Whatever happens for a reason, folks. That life's mistakes, life's errors, life's problems, like maybe this problem we're having now with COVID-19, maybe there's a positive in that, you know? Where can we find positives in negatives, folks? Where can we... That's the question I ask, you know? I really, really, really want to make the most of bad situations, including COVID-19, or coronavirus as it's more generally referred to as, or more colloquially. So I want to see, even with COVID-19, something good come out of it. Some people write songs regarding COVID. There's even techno pieces on YouTube about COVID, and they sound pretty good, you know, pretty cool. So I'm trying to see in this world that where things go wrong or things don't go to as planned, I want to see something good come out of it, folks. I wonder if we're going to need to enlarge it a bit further on the horizontal. But I try to see the positive, folks, and that's pretty much it. I really want to see whatever, folks, you know, that whatever goes wrong has a rhyme and a reason, folks, that there is a positive. And I don't want to waste what life gives. You know, it'd be nice to just be able to take life as it comes. You know, life is there to be lived. It's there to help make a difference in the world. And that's what we have to do, folks, as a human race, is to make the world a better place, not just for the rich and the famous, but for those who are disabled, or people who are poor financially. We've got to make the world a better place for them as well as us more fortunate people. We got to try to make the best of it, folks. I've made some huge blunders in my life that have led me here, away from a person that I now have fallen in love with, and I haven't seen him. I might have had a sighting of him on a bus, for all I know, but that was like 2 decades later. So. But basically, I haven't spoken to him since 1992, and I really miss him. And I made mistakes that prevented me from marrying in the prime of my youth, when I was still young and fresh. That was when I was 19 and 20. Now I'm 48, and I do think I'm in the middle of going through menopause. So my sex life with him may not be as good as if it was when I was young. And I always wanted to marry young, no older than my 30s. And I was right. My intuition told me that I didn't want to marry in my 40s or older, but I have no choice now, so I have to accept what I've done wrong and just suck it up, buttercup, and hope something good comes out of it. But we've got now a brilliant piece. I think now we can call this demo quits.